welcome to the Stealthy Crafter. I'm Jessica, and today we are doing a Whip Chat. If you're new here and you don't know what WHIP stands for, it stands for Work in Progress. And what normally happens during a Whip Chat is that you can bring out your own whips, or if you want, you can do chores, you can drive around, you can even sit on the couch and just listen to me ramble about what's been going on rambling what's going on in my week. There we go, got it through. So I hope you guys are doing well today. I know it's been I've been saying almost every single Whip and Chat, hey guys, it's been a while, and I really do apologize. I hope you guys do bear with me and forgive me for not having as many updates as I have been kind of slacking on. But first off, I've been working on Poinsettia Pixie. I actually have the sticker here so you guys can see what she looks like. So there you go. Isn't she cute? So that's what I'm working on. Hopefully I can be done before Christmas. I have been going a little slow on this, unfortunately. But hopefully now that I finished Morgan, I can definitely pick up on the pace on this. But things have been kind of going a little slow, and I'll start explaining what's been going on in just a minute. But yeah, I've been working on Poinsettia Pixie. If you guys are curious about anything that I'm using, I'll try to use all the links of what I am using down below. But yeah. Anyway, let's get started with this. So it looks like there's going to be a lot of color blocking. I was hoping not to be in a color blocking section, but the timing unfortunately has put me back in another huge spot where there's a bunch of color blocking, so I do apologize for that too. So it's not going to be as many color changes. Let's see, I'm going to start off with maybe so I can change colors a little bit. Number 4, where is number 4? I am a little bit sniffling, so I might have to pause or mute the video at times, because I'm getting over being sick. I'm feeling a lot better, but unfortunately the sniffles have still stayed with me, and I cough anyway, but I've been coughing more so. Case in point. But yeah, so let's see. Serious talk for just a minute. Yeah, serious talk right out the gates. Try not to be too much of a Debbie Downer, but some of the reasons why I haven't really posted a lot lately is I think I mentioned it maybe in my last Whip and Chat, but I had to stop taking one my antidepressant. So I was just recently started an antidepressant, but I had to be taken off of it because it was giving me headaches, and it was causing some other issues. So talked to my doctor about it, and we decided the best course was to be weaned off of it, and it did some serious side effects for me. It wasn't pleasant. I wasn't in a good place for a bit, to be honest. I now started a new antidepressant. I can't tell you guys if it's working or not for me yet, since I've just started taking it, but hopefully, things will be better for me. So fingers crossed. But that's one of the reasons. There was times where I just was not in the right mental headspace to even do a video. And then the other reason is, you guys already know I've been dealing with a lot of joint pain, and I've been dealing with some muscle weakness. And after I had stopped taking one of the corticosteroids, because I just got approved to have a consult with the rheumatologist, but I have to stop taking corticosteroids and all that stuff. So the pain has come back, and it's not been fun or pleasant. So I've been dealing with that, and it's been sometimes it's hard for me to diamond paint. It hurts to diamond paint, and There's a bunch of reasons why I also had to stop playing WoW. There's a really big reason, which I'm not going to get into that, but also because my hands hurt a lot, and I'm trying to make sure that like I can't play the way I used to play anymore. I can't play at my top performance anymore, and it's frustrating. And I mean, like, that's not the main reason. There's another reason, but I really don't want to get into that at all. But my guild leader knows why. um, but um, but yeah, we were. I let her know, and she knows exactly what's going on, so she's very understanding. But I just feel so frustrated because I want to play. I really want to play well, and I can't. And there's times when I really want to play. When I'm not playing, I really want to diamond paint, and it hurts too much to do so, and I just kind of sit there at my at my station, just looking at my diamond painting, and then I'm just scrolling on my phone instead. So. But those are the main things. I'm trying my best to get through it. Hopefully, I'll figure out what's going on. So we'll see. Keep your fingers crossed for me. So, um, I'm bored. It's one day at a time for me. So, let's see. Letter E. Um, so one of the things, like I said, I've been having a lot of appointments, and I just recently had a blood drawn again in the past week and a half or so. It's everything, all the appointments are starting to blend in together. And it came out to show that I have low B12. So starting today, I actually went in today, I have to go and do weekly B12 injections. So yay, fun. So I'm starting to do that. I went in today, and I have to do that for the next, let's see, I think I have to do it for another 3 more weeks, and then they'll switch me to monthly for another 6 months, and then they'll evaluate where my B12 levels are. But yeah, so on top of that, like, I'm like already taking like these vitamin D pills every week. So now I got this. I'm like, goodness, you guys are just loading me up, aren't you? So I also had a personal doctor today too, so I had to go see that, and now I got to go back in 3 weeks for her. And geez, I feel violated going to her. So I really don't want to go back to her, but I'm gonna have to. Let's see. So yeah, I had to cancel my CT scan that was going to happen earlier this month. I had to cancel that because they wanted an $800 copay, and it's kind of, we could swing it. It would be very, very tight, but we could swing it, like putting it on their credit cards, but we rather not. So I rescheduled it for next month, so that way things are a little bit easier on the pockets for us, especially with everything else. And especially since I just got the news that I have mild sleeping apnea, so yay, another thing. So I'm getting things like that scheduled and fixed. So yeah, I got a lot of appointments lined up. I'm trying to make sure all these appointments are more kind of like grouped together, so like a couple of spots are like in the same building, so I'm like trying to make sure that the appointments are on the same day, so it's just like not, instead of going back to back on days, I won't have to do that. Unfortunately, in 3 weeks I'm going to have to go on the 4th and then on the 5th. There's no appointments where I could squeeze like one or the two together. It sucks. Let's see, I'm gonna take a sip of my fizzy water. But yeah, it's just a lot of those. And then got my therapist appointments too on top of that. So I have weekly therapist appointments, and that one was fun because last week I had to change it from an in-person meeting to like video call, since my oldest, since Nicole was sick, I was supposed to go in that day, and instead I was like, is there any way I can change it? So I had to change that, and that was, I would say, fun, but not really. It's so awkward talking to your therapist while your daughter is in the next room and you're hoping she's not overhearing you. I'm gonna pause because I'm gonna have to sneeze. Okay, sorry about that. Goodness. Let's see. So I forgot where I was when I started having to sneeze. Um, hmm. I'm gonna just switch subjects, and if I get back to it, I do apologize. Oh yeah, now I remember. so, um, so yeah, it was very awkward, but I got through it. And I was I started talking to her this week too, so I was able to see her in person this week. But unfortunately, it's back to video calls for the next month, I think. Next week, because she doesn't have anything available like on her normal Mondays, and then like of course Christmas and New Year's falls on a Monday. So, and then I have a doctor's appointment on a Monday, so I can't see her on that. So it's like, it's like, oh geez, I won't be able to see you for over a month. Goodness. But but this week we kind of talked about a couple things, and I'm not gonna like tell you everything that I talked to my therapist about, but one of the things we started talking about is because I have like as you guys know, I have a bit of anxiety. I'm anxious a lot. I always overthink about stuff to a fault. Like, it is very detrimental, like the way my mind can work sometimes. And she knows I have a YouTube channel. I talked to her about it before. I talked to her about some of the stuff. She doesn't know my channel, though. I don't tell her my channel. I don't want her to look it up. And she knows a little bit what diamond painting is. But yeah, so she wanted to know what I made this channel for, why I started a YouTube channel, and one of the things was so that way I could start getting courage to talk to people. And it's happened, it helped a little bit, but I kind of now have retreated back into my shell again. So she wants me to start working on being more social. And one of the things she said she's like, she thought would be a good idea for me. And I'm still very iffy about the idea. She goes, why don't you just go live? And I'm like, I was surprised she knew some of the stuff. She goes, how about you just, don't tell anyone that you're going live, and just, go live, go on for about 15 minutes to 30 minutes, and just, do whatever. And if people pop in, they pop in. If they don't, they don't, and just be able to interact with people that way. And I'm just like, oh god, I don't know if I can do that. I mean, like, I know I'd done one live before, but that was like with Sophie and Veronica, and that was their thing, and I was just I was just invited to go, and I didn't have to really talk too much. So now I'm just like, can I even do something like that? I don't think I can. I don't know. But I'm supposed to think about it. We're supposed to, she wants me to think about things I can do to make myself be more comfortable in public. And I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. It's so scary. It's very scary. I feel like I'm doing okay sometimes, like with the appointments. Like, I'm going out, I'm making my own appointments now. Like, I would say, like, for the longest time, I had my husband make my appointments for me. I didn't know, it's embarrassing, but I had such anxiety calling a person to make an appointment that I would not talk to anyone, because it was just that scary for me. It was really, really scary. And talking to the therapist about it, though, has made me realize why go the way I am. And I'll let you guys know a little bit about this, but one of the things is uh, my mom, when she was alive, she was, she's deaf. She was deaf, right? I was basically my mom's interpreter. Like, I had to do everything for my mom. So, I'm not like resentful or anything like that, but I had to basically be a miniature adult in a way for my mom. I had to interpretate everything for her. So, like, a lot of big words that I didn't understand, or spell, and having people get so frustrated with me because I'm having a hard time trying to translate things to my mom, as a small child, or like times where, this is like, back in the 90s, so no text messages or anything like that. So I would have to physically call people to order a pizza. My mom couldn't order a pizza because, we couldn't like just tap it on online and get a pizza coming. I would have to physically call the place. And of course, they question because you hear a kid voice ordering pizza instead. So like there was a couple times where we didn't get pizza delivered because, small kid, that kind of thing. And then, and oh my goodness, my dad, like there was a couple times where like my dad would call them because he was at work, and we would let him know, hey, the pizza's not here, and he would call them and he goes, where's the pizza? They're like, well, it was a kid, so we didn't think it was a real call. So it was stuff like that. And so like handling phone calls all the time was just like so scary. And my it's like I'm giving you guys the condensed version, but basically because of all that kind of stuck with me, and I've just been, it's just kind of been stuck in my head, and like I always overthink about what I'm saying because I keep thinking that someone's going to get upset with me because it has happened when I was a kid. It has happened. Let's see, this color, we're gonna go with this one. So yeah, yay, trauma. Not seriously yay, but but yeah, it's just things like that I'm working through, and I'm able to make my own phone calls. I'm able to talk to people, even though it does take me a bit to call someone. Like I have to work up the courage to chat with a person. So, like whenever I try to call someone, sometimes I hang up still before it finishes ringing. So like it'll take me it'll take me 2 tries before I finally just do it and get through it. And other times I'm like just shaky when I'm talking to the person. So like yeah, I'm getting through it, but I'm able to do it. I'm able to. But yeah, that's some of the stuff I'm working on. But yeah, she wants me to start being more social, and that's kind of scary to do for me. So I have a lot of goals she wants me to do. She's not expecting me to like do them bam bam bam, one after the other. Just things that I could look and think about what I could try to do to improve myself. So but yeah, let's see. Let's switch the chat to my kids. let's go into more of a happy tune. So you guys know that my oldest has gotten her new phone. Well, we've decided to give Michael and Jaina the Gab watches, so they have now their phones. And when we introduced the phones to them, oh my god, their faces had lit up. It was, we're like, here's your early Christmas present. We're trying to get them used to their phones. So they've been wanting to take their phones all week to school, and we haven't let them do so yet because they still kind of treat their phones more like a toy than an actual phone. So I don't really want them to take it to school just yet. And to be honest, when Nicole got her first Gab watch, she didn't take her phone to school at all. So So I just don't want her to. I mean, I don't want them to expect to be able to do that anytime soon. I think like after the holidays, we'll perhaps let them do that. It just depends. And they're a little frustrated with me on that, but whatever. um, let's see. I got a lot of things to talk about Nicole because she's been in a lot of activities. But one of the things I will want to talk about with the twins, with Michael and Jana is like, let's see. With Jana, she is doing the spelling bee, so she has like a spelling bee competition coming up next month. And I'm so proud of her for wanting to participate in that. Michael said he didn't want to do that because he's going to be in 900th and 300th or something place. I'm like, so the point is to try. So, he doesn't like failing. So I get it. He's going to be he'll be upset. But I just was hoping he would try. But he's in a book, conversation class with his teacher that he's been doing on. He's been working on. I mean, so like he's doing like I think it's like one lunch or one recess a week where she has a bunch of students get together and they discuss a book. They're doing like reading. They read a book together and they discuss their thoughts and opinions on it. And I thought that was pretty neat. He wasn't really for it for a while, but I mean, this is this one time I kind of actually pushed him to do something. Like I made him do the thing. I don't normally try and do that with my kids, but I want him to also realize that things aren't always about facts and numbers. Or like not just numbers, but like everything's always very factual with him, and I want him to also work on the imaginative side about him and like think about things, like think about the why and the how and the where, because all he wants to do is read books, that just only have facts. He doesn't want to read anything about fiction or anything like that. So it's just that, it was one of the few times where I kind of pushed on it, and now, I'm really glad that I encouraged him to try because he's enjoying it now. So, and I can see that he's starting to grow, and especially since he just took his they took both of them, the twins took their into this, like it's like the winter goodness. It was like the winter testing, and he scored a lot higher this time around compared to before. So it shows that he's doing a massive improvement on that, and I'm so proud. And Jana, oh my goodness, her she was so disappointed because her math score was it improved compared to the fall one, but it wasn't as much of an improvement as she wanted. And I'm like, it's still a great improvement, but her reading one just went out of the roof. I'm like, holy cow, apparently it stopped at a certain point because she was too right. Apparently the test will freak out or something like that, and it'll like reset or something like that. So she had to call her teacher for help because it started acting out because she was just getting every single question right. And I'm like, so we don't know what her score is, so on that one. But yeah, they're doing great. They're doing awesome. The funny thing is that Jana, goodness, this kid, so she asked me to she wanted to do like Christmas ornaments for her class. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, that sounds like great. And then Michael's like, I want those too, but I don't really want to work on them. And I'm like, okay, understandable, because what Jana wanted to do was get some diamond painting ornaments. So I got diamond painting ornaments. So I mean, like some ornaments that are that we can diamond paint on. And I said I will work on Michael's, because I know he doesn't want to do anything that's diamond painting related. He's not into it, but he wanted to give the same gift to his classmates. So I was like, okay, I'll work on Michael's, and Jana, you work on yours. Jana did like a few, and like she had, like on Thanksgiving week, she had Nana help with one or two, I think, and then Nicole helped with one or two. I did all the rest. I did all the rest, and now I'm working on the snowflakes that I bought for the teachers. I bought some snowflake ornaments for the teachers because there wasn't enough of the regular ornaments for both teachers and the students. So I got that, and I'm almost done. I got like 2 more of the snowflakes left. So that's one of the reasons why everything's kind of been slow going, is because I've been doing all of this. I've been doing like 40 little ornaments, and then plus another 8. So yeah, 48 ornaments. My hands hurt. I'm tired, and I'm trying to make sure it's done before next Friday. So I'm glad that I am almost done, but it's just that it kind of gave me it reminded me of back then when Nicole used to be into she used to love making bracelets, and she wanted to do something for Valentine's Day, and she got bored. Goodness, she was probably about the same age that Michael and Jana was at the time. She got bored of doing them, and I had to go and pick up the slack and finish the rest of them. So it's just like, and I don't know if she ever thanked me for that or not. I don't remember. She probably did. But yeah, so I had to go and finish those, and I'm almost done, and I'm glad. But yeah, so that's what's been going on with them for the most part, from what I can remember. I'll probably remind you guys. I'll probably tell you if anything pops up in my head. That's how it works, doesn't it? Let's see. With Nicole, goodness, there's just a lot that's been going on. Since she's a middle schooler, she has so much crap. It feels like. It feels like I'm everywhere I turn. It's just like something new that she's entering or she's doing, and she entered for the spelling bee as well, but she didn't get in compared to her sister. So it's different because she's a middle schooler. They do testing, and then like the top 10 of each class gets to go in, and she missed like 5 words, so she doesn't get to go in at all. So she's a little disappointed, and I'm like, it's okay, it's okay. But one of the things is she finished her 5K run, guys, a few weeks ago. Yeah, that was interesting. I actually had to wake up super early because the whole thing started like at 8 o'clock or something like that, and so I had to wake up at like 5:45 in the morning, right? To get her butt up. And I knew that there was no way that Michael and Jana was going to wake up and us get ready in time to go there. Plus, it was kind of on the colder side. The weather has been nuts, by the way. Anyway, it's been crazy nuts. Like, so, goodness, I think like this weekend it was like 60 something degrees, like, and it stayed 60 in the morning all the way 60 through, and then the next day it jumped down to like 25 in the morning. And I was just like, wait, what? This week has been on the colder end though, so we've been getting, like, so like I said, Monday was 25, and then we had 31. I think today was like 30, like 29 or something like that, and then I think tomorrow's going to go down to 25. It warms up a bit during the afternoons. It's just that, man, the mornings are just now not fun at all. Trying to straighten that up, and then I pushed it all in the wrong areas. Okay, let's see. But yeah, so the weather has been kind of up and down. Like, last week was just like, oh, it's warm, it's cold, it's warm, it's cold. I'm like, just make up your mind. No wonder I'm sick. But anyway, so yeah, Nicole got to do her 5K run. She didn't really get to run too much, unfortunately. My husband signed up to be her running buddy because she told us that there wasn't enough running buddies, and that, so don't bother asking her teacher to assign her one. My husband said next year, he's assigning her. He's going to ask the teachers to assign her one because he cannot do this again. He doesn't mind being there supporting her, but man, having to participate in a 5K when he hasn't done any type of preparation was really rough on him because there was a lot of hills and stuff like that. And she got a little frustrated at times with him because he wasn't able to like run as fast as she wanted him to run at times. So yeah, we're gonna assign her a little run. We're gonna assign her a running buddy until she hits the age where she can run by herself. I feel like it's better that way. There's like supposed to be one in the spring, but the teacher said that they don't have anyone to be a coach there. He can't do the coaching because he'll be doing field and track by that point, so he won't be able to help out at all for that. But Nicole wants to sign up if there is a teacher for the spring, so might be prepping for another 5K run soon. We'll see. And then once the 5K thing was over with, when like they came home, they brought home donuts as a celebration. But she was so exhausted. She was so proud that she was able to do it. But my husband like had to constantly remind her that it wasn't a competition because she was just like, I don't want to be last. I don't want to be last. And there's people, who's it was like there's kindergartners participating, and it wasn't like it wasn't a competition at all. It was just like a huge thing for everyone to do. You could like what it was like, you could skip, you can jump, you can just basically it's make your way towards the end kind of thing. And my husband's like, it's not a competition, and it's just like just went over her head. She just wanted to win. It's like there's no winning or losing in this area. But yeah, so like I got pictures of when they were finished and everything. Give me just a minute. All right. Sorry. My goodness. So yeah, I'm still having a bunch of sneezing going on. Okay. Anyway, okay, 5K run. Yeah. Had to think about that. So like once she was done with that, she brought home a medal. They came home with Dunkin' Donuts. I got a coffee because I had to wake up early, and I didn't go to bed after that. Like I stayed up and prepped like breakfast and stuff for Michael and Jaina. So when they woke up, they were like, "Where's Michael?" Well, no, I'm not like, "Where's Michael? Where's Nicole?" It's like, don't you guys remember they're gonna go run? And. But yeah, so they got super excited though when they saw donuts. I was almost about starting to make lunch for them when my husband came home, to be honest. It was getting to that point during the day where it was almost lunchtime for them. An early lunch, actually. But let's see. Oh my goodness. I forgot that my battery likes to drain quickly. Okay, let's see. But after that, so one of the things that has happened recently is my daughter says she wants to join 4-H. So she's only gone to one meeting. I don't know if she's going to keep going or not, but I haven't heard much more of it from her. But yeah, so that might be the next thing that she's going to be filling her busy schedule with. They had a meeting like a few weeks ago, like after school, so it's now another after school kind of meeting that we're gonna have to schedule if she's gonna be doing that. She's doing good in band, guys. We had a band a band concert just a few days ago. Like she went and performed. Goodness, that was hectic, guys. Oh my goodness. So I signed permission slips for basically allowing her to stay after school and to go onto a bus. Basically, they were going to feed my kid, and then they were going to go over to the, they weren't going to perform at the middle school, but at a auditorium that the high school has. So, basically, man, I'm saying basically a lot. Sorry. So, what they had to do was, got my permission to do that, and I let her do that. I had her pack, I was going to have her pack her, what they wanted was concert black, but she decided she wanted to wear it during the entire day. So she did that. Oh my goodness. Um, but man, that morning though, when she was getting prepped, I was like, "Would you like me to do your hair for you?" I was like, I was trying to be so like trying to help out, because her hair gets poofy. Um, and I was like, I could braid it, or I could I could style it so it doesn't, stick up, or I was just trying. And she's like, "Don't touch my hair." I'm like, "Okay, I'm so sorry." She's gotten to the point where she does not want me anywhere near her hair, at all. And I was just like, okay. And I know it's been a sore point. She doesn't like her hair. She doesn't like her hair being curly, and I've been trying to help find things to help not straighten it. She wanted me to straighten her hair, and I'm like, no. No. And it's not like because I want her hair to be curly. It's just that right now she doesn't even take care of her hair as it is. I don't want her to fry her hair trying to straighten the heck out of it. Right now I wanted her to actually work at maintaining her hair as it is, and she has not done that. She has not really put any products or anything, and she complains about it, and I'm like, well, have you done XYZ? No. Well, maybe you should do that. And she'll do it for a few days, and then she'll go back to not doing it anymore. just preteens, man. Preteens. But yeah, she didn't want me to touch it, so it was so weird not having her around and then leaving without her being home to go, without going to pick her up. But yeah, the performance was at 6:30 at night, right? But the doors open at 5:15. And my husband and I decided, let's get everyone ready to go, and we got there at 5:30, thinking plenty of time to find a spot and get settled. Everywhere was filled up. They already filled like two of the it's like right by the high school, so two of the parking lots by the high school is just filled up. We had to go to the third one and and find a spot, and then we had to walk all the way to the spot, to the auditorium. Oh my goodness. And then when we got there, the band was already setting up, the sixth grade band, which is what Nicole was in. So the sixth grade band was setting up. They were getting ready to practice, and they took the entire hour to practice. And I was like, okay, this is interesting. And I was like, this is very interesting. Cause like when I was in band, I was my sixth grade performance. We practiced in the band room, and then we came out and set up. So I was, but of course they're in an auditorium. There was not but at the same time there was a theater placed at where I was at high school, when we started performing at the theater in our downtown. We were able to practice off stage. So it was interesting. So but they looked so professional. It was so cute. I had to squeeze myself into a seat. I am not very thin. I am actually, I'm extremely overweight. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Um, I'm working on that, but man, those seats were awful, guys. The arms did not go up at all, so I was just like, I was cramped in. I was like sitting on the edge of the seat, like not the edge. I was like on the row end of the row seat. And we had Michael and Jana between us, and my husband was more inside than I. So, but it was so uncomfortable. I was hurting so bad, and unfortunately, we had to stay the entire performance, like for both sixth, seventh, and eighth graders, so that way Nicole can have her grade counted for a full grade. I didn't mind that until I sat down in the chair, and then I minded a little bit because I was like, oh, cool, I get to hear Christmas songs from all three groups, and get to have an understanding of what she would be playing when she goes, gets older. That's like, I was all for it until I sat down, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to suffer this whole time. Oh no. But yeah, it was so funny. Because I was asking her, like, what kind of songs are you going to be playing? And she hasn't really practiced at all at home, which, you know, she should be. And we were even questioning if she was ready, but she did a pretty good job. But they didn't really play any Christmas songs. So I was kind of curious what was going on. So it's just like I said, it's the sixth grade setting up. They're practicing for an hour. So they're like making, you know, maybe 10-15 seconds of music, and then he cuts them off, and then he does something different, and then like they'll do a different thing 10-15 seconds, then he stops them, you know, over and over. And I kind of get what he was doing. He was getting them used to performing in front of a live audience, right? So we're like, okay. And when they started playing, it wasn't any Christmas music. It was like really under a minute of songs, like for us. So what happened was, let's see, we got a couple of songs, and they were like 30 seconds to 50 seconds of playtime, and then they had one Christmas song, maybe one Christmas song, and that was pretty much it. But most of the songs was coming from the Essentials book, and like I said, I realized it's just to get them used to performing, but I was just like, man, that's it. I was hoping for more. I wanted more, man. Encore. But no, she did an excellent job. I was so proud of her. And then like the 7th and 8th graders, they played more Christmassy songs. They had jazz band there for the beginning part, and before they had before they started the sixth graders. But yeah, we got the news that they're definitely planning to do some big trips in the next year, and I'm not sure how I feel about that for a 7th and 8th grader. I mean, like, when I went to a similar trip, I was a 12th grader, and it was 9th through 12th for this kind of trip, and I'm like kind of concerned about letting 13 and 14-year-olds by themselves. To be honest, I'm kind of concerned. Like, so I don't know. We'll see what's the plan as it gets closer. Plus, we were told it's going to cost us $700. Oh goodness gracious, $700 for the whole trip. I'm hoping I don't sneeze, but I think I'm going to. And the answer was yes, I did. Goodness. I am so sorry for me constantly stopping and going with this video. I'm hoping I will be done with this cold as soon as possible. I really would like to be I really would not like to be sniffling and feeling like a big old mess. But yeah, so $700 for this trip, and it was like for just 4 days, and I'm just like, oof, that's a bit pricey. But they're supposed to do fundraisers and stuff to help bring the cost down. So, yay! I'm gonna probably be doing a lot of fundraising, guys. Woo! I don't like fundraising. I hated it as when I was in high school. I had to do the same thing for like I said, a similar trip, and I remember what we did. It was just like, we did chocolate, during the fall, and then like during Christmas time, we did a bunch of Christmas fruits, and then for, let's see, for the springtime, we did strawberries, and then like summertime, we car washed a lot. We had a lot of car washes, so, and that was not fun at all, guys. I did not like washing cars. So, and it's not, teenagers aren't going to be the best at washing cars. We were at the fire station, scrubbing cars, and, only for $5. And then you get some people who are like, you missed a spot, and all that. And some of them are very, like, it felt very predatory, I guess would be the best way to say it. I didn't wear anything that would be refilling. I actually wore like really heavy, a really heavy thick shirt that wouldn't be see-through the moment it got wet, because I knew with teenage, like as as a junior and senior, you know what's going on. And that's what happened was they spray, the boys would spray you with the hose, and try and get away with it. And I was just like, I made sure to like wear something that wouldn't be showing anything because of that. Although what sucked was when I did go on said trip, I went to Disney World. So we performed at Universal Studios when I was a kid. Well, when I say kid, teenager. I remember like getting changed, and then like one of the guys, after we got out of the bus and started doing like going on the rides and stuff, there was a splash zone, and I was like avoiding all the splash zone areas because for once I was wearing a cute shirt, and he held me in that spot until I got soaked, and it was not fun. I was like not happy. It was not a good time. Excuse me. Let's see what else. But anyway, yeah. So we have to do fundraising. I'm kind of apprehensive because where they want to go with Nicole, it's going to be a pretty far distance. I'm kind of concerned about it. So we'll see if there's parent volunteers, because I will definitely, me or my husband will be definitely, probably, most likely volunteering for that. And it's not like I'm going to be able to fit onto anything. So, so we'll see how things go. Especially how I feel in the future too. Goodness gracious. That's also a big concern. But yeah, let's see. What else has been happening? I don't want to bore you guys with all the doctor talk, You guys don't need to know that. Oh, did I talk to you guys about Black Friday or Cyber Monday at all? I don't remember how far long ago my last Whip and Chat was. That's how long it was for me. I don't remember. I think I talked about it a little bit. I did go a little overboard. It's I don't know if I talked about it. I gotten all the Chrysabug diamond paintings that was there, and now they archived 2 of them. They archived Taurus and Aquarius, and that's so sad. I was like, oh man. But okay, well, let me make sure all that's out. Okay, nope, all of them. Not all of it's out. So yeah, I got all my Diamond Art Club ones. It came in 3 separate packages, guys. Like, even though my husband knew how much I ordered, he was still, that's a lot. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I was hoping it would come, in bits and pieces instead of, like, all together. And I'm like, yeah, but you approved it. You said it was okay. And then I have 3 more, not from Diamond Art Club, but from Jade at Gem Shop that's coming in. I'm kind of on a no-buy at the moment. It's, we gotta play catch-up next month and this month. We're gonna be playing the catch-up game, paying off all the credit cards and stuff like that from, all the Christmas shopping. But my husband was wanting me to make a purchase. This is the first time he wanted me to make a purchase from Jade at Gem Shop, because I missed one. Okay, I'm glad I caught that before I put this up. There was he plays Baldur's Gate 3, and they have one of the people that he loves so much in there, so he wants me to order that one and order the biggest one. He wants the biggest one. I'm like, really? Really? You want the biggest diamond painting? That thing's going to be massive. It's like, I think if I remember correctly, it goes like from centimeters to inches. I think it's going to go out to about 47 inches wide. And I'm like, the biggest diamond painting is, let's see. Well, the longest one is Morgan. That's 42 inches long and 20 wide. But it's not like the biggest, I've done Sailor Moon, I've done Moon by Chrysabug, and then I've done Aquarius by Josephine Wall. I mean, those were pretty huge ones. And those are all that I've done that are big. And now this one's like massive, it feels like, and I'm just kind of surprised he wants me to go for it. And we were going to I was going to go for it like once he got paid this month, because he was like, yeah, get it, you know, I want that as soon as possible. You're going to work on it as soon as it gets here. I'm like, you got pretty big ambitions for me, considering it took me 3 months to finish Morgan. I'm like, you're daydreaming. You know, keep on daydreaming. It's not gonna be done like that. That one's gonna be a long work in progress once I work on it. But I probably won't be getting it until January, to be honest. And I'm kind of considering getting a quote for a cross stitch pattern that I have bought from Heaven and Earth's Designs, like way back. I think like back in 2018, that I was going to plan to cross stitch one day. And now it's like, now looking at it, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm ever going to cross stitch it. But diamond paint, I might diamond paint one, but might diamond paint it. It's like it's I think it's like the it's like, goodness, it's like it's an Eevee diamond, it's not diamond paint, it's an Eevee cross stitch thing, which has all the evolutions of Eevee. So it's like it's like the possibilities or something like that, and it looks so cool. I am so sorry. And I think it's going to look so awesome as a diamond painting. And I was like, I've seen some people who tried to cross stitch it. So there's some people who have done it in cross stitch form. It's just like, it's so massive as a cross stitch. And now it's like, maybe I should just, you know, have it as a diamond painting. So I'm thinking about seeing about how much it's going to cost to, you know, for all the things. So I'm going to ask for a quote maybe in the future. Once we're done getting caught up on everything, I'm going to get the quote and on it and see about maybe ordering that or not. We'll see. Cross your fingers. That's one of my hopes, you know. I do want to start bringing back my time lapses. I don't know when that's going to be. I honestly don't. Like I said, my hands hurt a lot, so I'm hoping that once I can figure out what's going on and I can get the pain under control for the most part, that I can start doing some more videos for you guys. I'm going to attempt to do as much as I can. I don't want to make any promises like I've been promising. I feel guilty when I say I have I've got a video lined up for you guys, and then I don't do it, you know. So I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best, and that's all I guess I can say. Because it feels very frustrating not being able to do what I say I'm going to do, because yeah. But I'm going to do my best. So I feel very awkward. I'm so sorry. Let's see. And is there any other important information I can think of? I know I've cut this up so much. I don't know how long this video is. I'm hoping it's as close to an hour as it is as possible. But I think I'm going to end it here. I'm going to finish this up, and then I'm going to call it a day for me, because my hand's starting to hurt a little bit. But I do hope that you guys did like this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!